Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Mr. John Peter Amewu, has disclosed that 9 mine inspectors of Minerals Commission have been sacked. The affected workers were accused of inefficiency. In some cases, inspectors were found drunk at duty posts. The Lands and Natural Resource Minister has blamed the irresponsible gold mining operations in the country, partly on the Minerals Commission.
The Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, Mr. John Peter Amewu, was on a 3-day visit to the Ashanti region. Accompanying him were his 2 deputies, Mr. Benito Owusu and Mrs. Barbara Otin Jesi, the Chief Executive of the Forestry Commission, Mr. Kwejo Owusu-Efriye, Chief Executive Officer of the Precious Minerals Marketing Company, Mr. Opare Hammond, as well as the Australian High Commissioner to Ghana, Mr. Andrew Barnes, and his wife. Day 1 of the tour took Mr. Amewu to a 25-acre small-scale mining concession at Nweneso No. 2 in the Chuma-Kwanwoma district, where it was found that the mining firm has complied with the directive calling for cessation of all small-scale mining activities in the country. However, the mine company had left in its trail a destroyed Nwene stream that serves the communities within the catchment area. It was difficult to identify the actual cause of the stream, while it had also been heavily polluted. The minister and his entourage were also led by the Ashanti Regional Minister, Mr. Simeon Osei-Mensah, to call on Asantehene Otumfuo Osei Tutu at the Menchia Palace. Otumfuo Osei Tutu expressed serious concern about the destruction caused to the natural environment, particularly the water sources. He appealed to Australia to support Ghana with his expertise in land reclamation after mining. The minister later held 2 separate meetings with the Ashanti Regional Branch of the Association of Small-Scale Miners and stakeholders in the mining sector. The first meeting was attended by youth of both the ruling NPP and the opposition NDC, some district chief executives, MPs in Ashanti region, among others. The Chief Executive Officer of Forestry Commission, Mr. Kwejo Owusu-Efriye, disclosed that his outfit will recruit 22,000 youth to plant trees to restore the degraded lands, an additional 1,000 as supervisors of the project.
Today in Ghana, we have cut the forest to the extent that the forests look like savanna. Even the savanna is also being destroyed.
The Australian High Commissioner to Ghana, Mr. Andrew Barnes, gave the government of Ghana thumbs up for the steps taken to sanitize the mining sector.
When people are being forced to stop their employment in Galamsey and they find that they no longer have work, and so people start pushing back and they say this idea of stopping Galamsey is not a good one, we want our jobs back in Galamsey. I think that is the time for people like you to stand up and be counted. You've got to make sure that you provide the support to the government and argue with them about the need to stop Galamsey.
The Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, Mr. John Peter Amewu, disclosed that 9 mine inspectors of Minerals Commission have been sacked for various employment offences. He announced the government will soon increase the number of operational officers at the Commission from the current 12 to an appreciable number, while more vehicles will also be procured to enhance its supervision and monitoring activities in the country.
Currently, there is a complete halt on issuance of new licenses for a period of at least no less than 6 months. We have also banned all small-scale mining activities for a period of at least 6 months. If you have a license from the Minerals Commission, approval processes, recommendation from the Minerals Commission to the minister, and the minister grants you the authorization to go and mine, that doesn't make you a legitimate miner. Even the license you have is supposed to go through Parliament for ratification. That has not been done.
In the second meeting of the day, members of the Association of Small-Scale Miners appeared in either red armed bands or the Ashanti traditional mourning cloth of black to signal the minister that they are serious about their call for the ban on mining operations to be lifted immediately. The Deputy Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, Mr. Benito Owusu, said the ban on mining is to enable government to sanitize small-scale mining. However, the small-scale miners maintained their position, asking government to reverse the 6-month moratorium since they are deprived of their legitimate means of livelihood, while creditors continue to pursue them for the loans they took for the mining activities. They said if government fails to reverse the decision, they will go ahead with their planned street protests.